Hey man, I had a really cool lesson with one of my good buddies. We do lessons via Zoom, and last night he did really good. He ran through his chord book and knew all of his shapes really well. That's my chord book. I can send you a copy for $20 plus shipping. But yes, we did that. We start there, then we do a little bit of sight reading. He did perfect, and then he's like, "Hey man, he just heard a Gary Moore song that is super cool, and he was curious about it." And I'm like, I actually was really interested in that song too, and I wrote a chord chart out for it. It's really interesting chords. It's still got the blues for you, which is a beautiful chord progression. But the part we picked out last night, or I kind of remembered, I was surprised I could do it. It's really not that hard, and it sounds really cool. Check it out. I'm going to see if I can pick through it. That is what I'm going to try to show you. It's really cool. So, what we do is start with the index finger. You're going to kind of squeeze it flat across the 10th fret on the first two strings, the E and B strings. 10th fret, lay it flat, pinch down. That's awesome. That's really important. So we're going to hit those two notes. That's an A to a D. Cool. Next note will be the ring finger. 12th fret, first string, that's an E. So the first three notes, you can do that. Then pinky, 13th fret, first string, that's F. So we're playing A, D, E, F. Then, see how that fingering really works, you know? That's standard fingering. 4 fingers, 4 frets. You know, it's too much wrist work, so. And notice how index never picked up, you know, if you're going, you're just moving your arm too much. So lay that index flat. Okay, now that's a D, like a D minor. Now we're going to move down some sort of a C. I kind of forget the chords, but that's neither here nor there. So this is 8, 8, 10, 12. G, C, D, E, E, D, C. 8, 8, 10, 12, reverse it, 12, 10, 8. So again, it's index finger flat at 8, hitting 2 strings, 8, 8. I'm using ring at the 10th fret and pinky at 12. So if that is really difficult for you, don't panic. Maybe just take a little break, stretch a little bit, and come on back, try it again. If you have to pick up your hand, I understand. But you are losing your position. Then you have to find it again. Well, that's okay. Well, just keep working on laying that pointer flat and stretching these guys up the neck. So, from the top. Okay, the last little phrase, that's kind of a bigger, now we're really going for it. So that's a 5, 7, 8, 10. See how the hand can stretch out. So that was, again, 5, 7, 8, 10. Now, if you have to go and lift your fingers up, I understand. but I want you to try to leave them flat or work towards that. Let's say you fail today, tomorrow, and the next 6 weeks. I don't care. Keep working on laying that flat. Oops. You know, keep your fingers down, then keep them down. Oops. See how they're all there? Then you just peel them back. That's what they do in orchestra. If you're teaching a kid how to play a viola or a violin, you don't go, you're just going to fall apart. You got to, because you're going to just peel them off as you reverse it and you're holding your position. All right, so from the top. Then 3 more notes. That's A, G, A. A, G, A. Or 5 on the first string, 8 on the second string, that's G, back to A. All right. Now if you add some overdrive and volume, how about some fuzz? And then, you know, I was doing some bends. I was starting to get wild there. So, you know, the way I'm playing them is pretty stiff, you know. But really, you know, it's going to be maybe some bends. So you could bend that 12 up to a 13. And bending that 10 up to a 12. Five, 7, 8, bending that 8 to a 10. Oops. And so you can add all that extra, you know, bendy stuff. But, you know, it's kind of fun to do like the pure melody, like on an acoustic guitar. Just get that pure string sound. And then, you know, add the effects and the bends and the expressive stuff. But first, lay out those notes, get them clean and clear. Use the best fingering you can. If you can't stretch that far, keep working on your stretches. Just get that pinky lined up. Just lay them out there. And, you know, if that gets frustrating, just go back and nail your scales and stuff. Scales will correct your fingering. If you do proper fingering on scales, all this stuff will be easy. So make sure, did I mention you should practice scales? All right, scales. Yes, that's going to help you with 4 fingers, 4 frets, or bigger. All right, so you got to do that, and then you can do this. First do your scales and notes and all that boring stuff that I chase my students around. But eventually they get it. And you're getting it too. So thanks for checking out my channel. And let me know how it's going. And I got to get ready for a gig, man. So rock out.